All right, listen up. Man rates 2022-2023 home championship kits in a Napoli shirt. An old school Napoli shirt. 1991 to be exact. I've got a feeling most of you won't have been born in 91. But if you were, great year. Spurs lifted the FA Cup. One of very few trophies that I've seen Spurs lift. We're not talking about Spurs. We're talking about championship teams. Who's the top dog? We'll find out in good time unless you skip. I'll see ya in the analytics. Skipping. Stop that. But we're going to start bottom. 24th to 1st. And in 24th, yep, you can see it. It's Swansea. Now, Swansea have had some nice kits down the years. But this is all kinds of wrong. A lot of teams are doing this, a little nod to previous kits, previous years, and I get that, that's fine. But the nod is purely just on the collar alone. If they'd have actually nodded to this, it might have come out a decent kit. I just don't know what to make of it. It almost feels like cricket. Swansea fans, or anyone, do you like this? We move on. 23rd. Hello, Coventry. A middle badge can look good when done right. And I think it's good to do that when the rest of the shirt is quite subtle, but this, no. No, no, no. Is it like a roadmap? The sponsor goes over those stripes as well. Just no. And I bet there's people out there that like this. No. No, no, no. No, no. Blackburn have had some good kits over the years. This one by Macron, which, door. Sorry about that. Yeah, Blackburn have had some good kits over the years. This one on the face of it isn't actually too bad. The thing that spoils it is the sponsor. Old school Alan sitting there with a pint. Totally wicked. Sorry, I'm a little bit knackered running upstairs. I think if you took the sponsor off and replaced it with something else, it just feels a bit childish. Oh, I've got a phone call now.
What side is your petrol pump on?
Your side. The right.
How do I open it?
See down the right-hand side of the steering wheel, you've got 3 buttons. You've got the fog lights, left and right. In the middle, you push it.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Should we just start again? Right, the Blackburn kit. It's actually not too bad. It looks nice, although the sponsor spoils it. I think change the sponsor, it would look okay. Totally Wicked just doesn't suit this. One thing I can commend them on is the actual colour of that sponsor. It does sort of blend in a little bit better. So it's not that bad, and we're quite far down the table. But that would suggest kits are going to get better from an early stage, which is great for fans of championship teams. Sorry, I'm just waiting for any other distractions to come in. All right, next up, it's Middlesbrough. I kind of like the Grandad collar, the whole round neck button up. I've had shirts like that before that are called Grandad collars, so yeah. And I guess that's where it kind of ends for me. A little bit dull. White down the sides makes a difference, but overall it's quite a tame, simple, kind of boring shirt. Who's next? Preston North End. One of my earliest memories in football was actually my dad telling me how good Preston were once upon a time, of course. As for this season's shirt, quite plain. And I like that, but you can be guilty of being overplain. And maybe this is overplain. Rescued, I guess, by the navy v-neck. I guess the thing that's grating on me is the sponsor. Even though it's blue, it's not the same blue as the other bits of blue on there. That could definitely improve things and make it a bit more uniform. Maybe blue trim on the sleeves as well. He's even grabbing it in this. I need blue trim, mate. Not offensive any way, shape or form, just a bit dull. Who's next? Huddersfield. Great crack up there. If you ever get a chance to go Huddersfield, really enjoyed it. It's one of the best on the roads I've done. As for this season's kit, it's kind of in uniform with each other in terms of colours. That sponsor, though, is doing me head in. If you've seen the previous kit ranking videos in League 2 and League 1 that I do go on about how stripes should really stop, let the sponsor be its thing, and then they carry on. This, of course, doesn't do that. Obviously, that sponsor does sit within the colour scheme, but not a fan of the multicolour. So, to fix it, stripes stop, Utilita does its thing. I think go with red. It'll match the red trim in the round neck. I do like the thick white trim on the sleeves, though. I'm sure plenty of Huddersfield fans will still buy this. In terms of ranking high in this league, not for me. In 18th place, I have a Norwich, and I reckon people like this. And in a way, I should. But I don't. Something's not right. And I can't work out if it's the black logos of Joma and Lotus that goes against the green and the yellow of the Norwich shirt. It might well be the trim of the collar and the sleeves where, you know, you've got thick lines, but then it's going against what the pinstripes are about. Just some slight differences. If they went green lettering, would that get lost? Maybe. I get the feeling this is quite a popular shirt. For me, no. Don't get me wrong, I like pinstripes. I rated Cheltenham Town highly, but this one for me, it just doesn't really do it for me. Sorry, Norwich fans. In 17th, it's Bristol City, and this could have been just so much better had Hummel shone a little bit more. It's another one of those kits that nods to the old school days. And I've already been quite vocal with the fact that Hummel have not done it for me this year with the lack of chevrons. You've got to go all the way down the arms, mate. It's just the 2 on the shoulders, it seems. However, with this Bristol City kit, they're trying to be a little bit incognito. That Hummel badge is, I don't know, trying to blend in with the red, if anything. It might just be the photo, but it seems to be just not standing out too much. And the same with the chevrons on the shoulders. They seem to be trying to blend in. I feel sad for this shirt. Nice big bold sponsor as well, which I like. I like bold lettering. Some people don't like collars, but I like the collar. It could have been so much better, but Hummel themselves have, yeah, they've just let it down. Into 16th, another red shirt with white sleeves. This time it's Rotherham. It's all very uniform, white and red with a bit of black trim. They have got some detailing in the background. I can't really see it too well. It's a sensible shirt. It doesn't really excite me too much. Puma, the ones behind this one. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, it's okay. Like, just very okay. In 15th, a shirt I feel people will be rating highly. For me, I don't know. Wigan. Just not feeling the design in the background. It's like stripes that are made up of lots of different squares. Eventually fades up into like a white part of the shirt. The sponsor's decent, nice, big and bold, and obviously a great cause behind it too. I think the thing that bothers me is this design that comes up. I think around the chest area, that's when it starts to bother me. I think it just kind of gets a bit lost. I don't know. What do you think? Into 14th, we've got another team in blue and white. Of course, it's Reading in those classic hoop shirts. Select car leasing. I think the thing that stands out here is obviously the sleeves. Each stripe represents the average temperature for a given year. I think what they're trying to get across is climate change. And as the stripes go on, the average climate is becoming hotter and hotter and hotter. So I guess it gets the conversation going. But if you didn't know what these stripes are about, I think you'd probably say it just looks a little bit odd. So in case you didn't know, you're welcome. In terms of colours, it kind of goes well because obviously Reading have got the red within their badge. So it's not like a random colour that's been splashed onto this shirt. I think it just looks a little bit strange. There's a lot of horizontal stripes going on, some very, very thin, and obviously the hoops going down as well. Could have been better. We move. 13, from hoops to stripes, is Sunderland. There's really not much to get excited about, and there's also not much to get disappointed about either. It's just a red and white shirt with black trim. Sunderland, everyone. Into 12th, the battle of the red and white stripes was won by Sheffield United. Originally, when I did this table, Sheffield United were a lot further down because they didn't have a sponsor. Randox Health it is, and it's giving it a much better look. Very much similar to Sunderland's. It's a red and white striped shirt with black trim on the sleeves and the collar. The only difference is here there is a black trim down each of the red stripes, or is it the white stripes? What do you think? Either way, there's some black trim in there as well, which gives it a little bit of an edge. Literally. And for that, Sheffield United just pipped Sunderland, but again, not much difference between the shirts. Into 11th, a very exciting club in Luton Town who are just on the progress constantly. Could they make it into the Premier League this year? Possibly. But we're talking about the shirt. It's an interesting design. They've got stripes, but then they've got these sort of things going down there as well. Zigzag with a gradient. It's orange, it's white, it's midnight blue, or is it black? Either way, it all blends. It does, however, miss out on the top 10 though. 11th for Luton. Hitting that top 10 is a team that's back down from the Premier League. It is Watford. I do like a yellow kit. And yellow, obviously, the main body here. You've got the zigzags in the background, which is also a darker shade of yellow. So it's not overdoing it too much. Obviously, Watford have got red within their badge, which is why the red on the collar has been introduced, along with a black stripe. And I didn't think I'd like it, but I kind of do like the one red sleeve and the one black sleeve. Obviously, everyone has their opinions on betting sponsors. I'm not going to be taking that into account. I'm just like looking at the aesthetics of it. It's quite a nice shirt, and it makes the top 10. Into 9th, and it's Burnley with their classic football shirt sponsor. Now, if you didn't know that this was a nod to the 91 to 93 shirt, you might have looked at this and gone, oh, it's a bit odd. If I had the choice, I'd definitely be picking the 91 to 93 shirt. Absolutely. This one's taking that design, but it feels too modern for that design. It almost feels like my 1-year-old has got a sponge and got some light blue paint and just dabbed it in random areas. I shouldn't diss it too much, though, because it has made the top 10. Maybe a white trim on the collar and white trim on the sleeves would have done it well to really bring out that white classic football shirt sponsor. And I'm sure people will probably rate this a little bit higher than what I have, but for me, I have an acquired taste, and this doesn't really match it. So, Burnley, 9th, be happy. So I went searching for Hull's kit, and this is all that kept coming up. Rugby. Eventually, I did find it. Those amber and black stripes are present here. It's a really nice kit, and it does have stripes going behind the sponsor, but because it's white sitting on a black and yellow background, it kind of pops. So we talk about stripes stopping, it doesn't really need to happen here. Really lovely shirt. Into 7th, Birmingham, and it's a night kit that I actually quite like. Again, we're going to ignore what the sponsor is, purely look at aesthetics. Maybe it is a little bit plain, but I like the horizontalness to this. The little horizontal bits of detailing around the badge as well. Got it up above the Nike badge. I've got it around the sponsor too. I think it's a really neat shirt. And we go back to that Preston one as well, which was just ultimately plain. This is very similar, but it's got a bit of texture to it. And that is the difference in making a plain shirt pop a little bit more. So Nike have actually done all right with the Birmingham shirt here. I like it. But it ain't as good as Stoke City's. Red stripes broken up with little white diagonal bits within them. The Macron manufacturer, white on black, looking really nice. And then they've actually made the badge black as well. So it's literally black on red and white stripes. I think this one's really neat. The sleeves with the red and black stripes. I like it. We're on to a winner with Stoke. But it doesn't get the top 5. Now, I explained in the previous video, I may well, possibly, potentially, take the top 5 from all of the leagues that I do and put them into a Super League and then find out which is the top 5 and, of course, the top 1 across the 92. Stoke aren't going to be in there. But QPR are. QPR are. I guess you've had battles during this. The battle for red and white stripes with Sunderland and Sheffield United. This battle here was between Reading and QPR. Who's come out on top? Obviously, QPR. I like the hoops, but I like the added detail of the thin horizontal pinstripe going across the top and the bottom of each blue stripe. Or is it the top and bottom of every white stripe? Who knows? You decide. The blue sponsor sits within the white section. And I can't actually remember off the top of my head if QPR's badge is different to this. But I feel like they've switched up the colorways of it to allow it to sit on that blue stripe perfectly. This is what you need to do. Clubs need to adapt. Make the kits nicer, sell more kits, buy better players, get promoted, win the Champions League. That's basically what QPR have got to do. And they're doing it. I'll give them 5 years. Yeah, I like it. Top 5 for QPR. Well done. We're heading to Wales. It's Cardiff City with their very simple blue shirt. White trim. This one from New Balance. Again, we go back to Preston being a bit boring. This is a very similar template, just opposite colours. Yeah, those little birds in the background. They're doing it for me. An added pattern, and I am a man who knows a pattern. That might surprise quite a few people. I think most people might have this just mid-table. Yeah, smart. Like it. What's going on, guys? Future Smiv here, editing this video, realising he's missed out West Brom in 3rd. I mean, why have I gone to the effort 2 days later after editing this down to get into the same uniform, to then tell you that, to ruin it. I'm an honest guy. I need to let you know when I've messed up. However, for the people who are skipping through, because I know you do, it's seamless. No one will ever know. But if you did get this far, let me know in the comments below. Smiv, I didn't skip. I watched the whole thing. We love you. That's all I need. Anyway, West Brom, let's have a look. This is high up in the table because there is a lot going on. However, it does still feel quite simple. The sponsor is probably the biggest eyesore for me. And when I say the biggest eyesore, it's that green dot on the eye. They could have just made that white. However, part of the branding, they want that. They want to be seen to be green. Puma are behind this one. It's big bad boy white and navy stripes. But the best thing about this is that old school WBA badge. I love it. It's WBA. And it sits in third. And there's a knock at the door. Nothing's going right today. I promise you. Jesus Christ. I'm in a massive rush today. I think I'm just going to get this off my chest. Go Italy tomorrow. I've got like 5 videos to edit beforehand. Is the Premier League one going to get done before I go? I'm going to do my best. But delivery drivers, man, they come here, knock on the door, give you like 5 seconds and then walk off again. We've left it with a neighbour. We've chucked it over your gate. I know they're pressed for time, but I'm in the loft. I've got to get down the ladder, then a flight of stairs, then answer the door. What, you've walked on to your next delivery? Not on, guys. Give me a chance. Yeah, West Brom in third. Back to pass Smiv as he creams over the top 2. Oh, I said cream. Now, it's taken me to the top 2 to actually be wowed by a kit, and this one is a wow. Really, really, really impressed with Blackpool. Other leagues we've had so far, League 2, there was a few. League 1 got better. There was a lot of decent kits in there. Championship has been a bit meh, I'll be honest. But this right here from Blackpool is beautiful. Utility again, they're smashing it with the sponsorships in the Championship, aren't they? I'm loving the pattern on the background. Blackpool fans, let me know what you think. It's just a lovely uniform. It's all about the orange. You know I love an orange side. Nothing's really popping. If anything, that design on the background is the thing that pops. Does anyone out there not like this? Let me know, because I think this is beautiful. But it was a toss-up for first place. It really was. But pipping it, just. It's Millwall, isn't it? Yeah, first place. You know I like big, bold sponsors. Husky chocolate. You don't get bigger and bolder than that. Hummel not being shy with this one. Very much present. Chevrons on the shoulders. The white badge of Millwall pops. White trim on the collar and sleeves. The added detail of the stripe on that collar is nice as well. Then you got this deep midnight blue with a slightly lighter shade of blue to show off a line in the background, I think it is. It's a lovely design. Yeah, Millwall's kit's banging. I've seen this sponsor before on them, but this shirt here smashes it. And my friends, it's first place in the Championship. There you have it, my friends. They are my kit rankings for the 22-23 Championship home kits. If you want to see me do away kits, you've got to hit the like button. You've got to drop 3,000 likes on this video. If you want to check out the other videos as well, because I don't think any of them have got 3,000 likes yet, we need to hit the likes. Otherwise, I'm not going to do them. I'm not going to do them. But next up in the kit ranking videos will be the Premier League. We're going straight to the top. Who's going to win that? All will be revealed in good time. But until then, hope you enjoyed this one. Go and check out the other videos if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.